Alright, match 5 to get the Channeler Prowess. I got the double Manamorphose. Let's see if Manamorphose is as busted as people say. Spoiler alert, I almost guarantee it's not. It's extremely good in mono red Prowess because it basically just puts more instants in your graveyard, completely for free. Not completely for free because it does lead to a little more flooding, but a little more flooding is a small price to pay. Opponent almost skipped through their turn. It's a small price to pay for being able to get Reveler down early at almost no cost. That's the secret reason why it's good in Mono Red Prowess traditional version. It's not, contrary to popular belief, these rare instances where you have like multiple Monastery Swiftspears and Soulscar Mages and they attack for like 20 damage. That's, in theory that could happen, but that's not why Manamorphose is good in the traditional version. Here, the reason why I'm playing it, and the only reason I'm playing it, is because in theory, maybe it's good at making Channeler come down as a 4/4. I just don't think that that's as important, or as it's not the same at all as Reveler. So we'll see. But I mean, look, if these were Lava Darts, then still Channeler would still come down as a 4/4. Be a little more awkward though, because deciding when to sacrifice them could be a little. Just deciding when to sacrifice the mountains could be a little tricky, because then it would shrink Channeler. But I think that's something you can play around if you even want to be on Channeler. I'm actually thinking I like Channeler and all, but maybe it's just maybe the juice ain't worth the squeeze. It's such a sweet card, but it's just this deck just really can't afford to play that many 2-drops. Also, look at this. Look at this. This is not a good time to play Manamorphose because I can't. Yeah, I think I just want to attack and light up the stage. But like, there's really not many good times to play Manamorphose. I mean, tying up 2 mana on my turn is actually a real cost. It's not completely free. There's no Bedlam Reveler that is just both digging for and making cheaper at basically no cost. Oh, talk about clunk. Well, I guess that's Manamorphose into Abbot next turn. Well, maybe I could set up one of those rare big turns with like a bunch of creatures. The thing I don't like about that though is then it looks like my opponent's on Goblins, and I can leave myself completely vulnerable to the combo if they kill one of my creatures, which they probably will. Hopefully I draw land, and hopefully I can play Abbot. Hopefully I draw land, and then I can also reveal a land with Abbot, so I have more flexibility. I think I'm just going to blow all my Manamorphose, if that's how you pronounce it. I mean, I could wait on the other ones. Actually, I think I'm going to keep digging for a land. So maybe there is some merit here to Manamorphose. Digging for a land seems pretty sweet. Yeah, I just can't afford to tap out, so I got to keep digging. Also, so I'm going to play Abbot most likely anyway. Alright, sweet. Well, I'm still going to use this just because it gives me the most options. Alright. Hopefully, Abbot reveals another land. Lands are us. I'll take it. And I gotta leave the bolt up to disrupt the Gobbo combo. What is this? Some kind of Tapper Goblin that I'm not aware of? Munitions Expert? Oh. I don't know why they did this turn, because now actually I can play Soulscar Mage, and they can't combo because the Snoop doesn't have haste. So I'm going to attack. Yeah, they block. And I'm going to play the Soulscar Mage. I mean, just setting up for a very big turn next turn. Goblins is generally a pretty good matchup. It'd be so much better if I had a Lava Dart instead of these Manamorphosi. Although it did turn out there, I mean, it did dig me into a lot of extra land. As it turned out, though, the first Abbot would have revealed a land, but it would have been a painful land. So I guess I can't complain about Manamorphose here. And whenever this mythical Magmatic Channeler shows up, it'll be a 4/4. So there's also that. Maybe I should give Manamorphose more of a shot. You know, maybe there is something to be said about Channeler always coming down as a 4/4. But I don't know, though. Also, sideboarding becomes tricky, because having to have a critical massive instance in sorceries is not always easy. Okay, Bogot Harbinger. Sure why they're doing this now. I can just do it on my turn. Maybe they have a Goblin Chieftain or War Chief. Now this is on the top of their library. This is not in their hand. Oh, maybe it is in their hand. And they've got another Snoop. Okay. I'm a little confused. Also, why wouldn't they kill the Soulscar Mage? It's just better. I don't know. The world may never know. Plus, I get a free block on their token now. Opponent, I'm pretty sure, is misplaying, but so how it goes. Okay. Hazard, it's pretty sweet. So how to do this? I definitely want a Firebolt. It's a sorcery, you know, and I think I do want to. The Mountain. Yeah, I'll Firebolt the Bogart. I don't think they have a way to recur it. If they do, obviously Spikefield would have been better, but... And I'll just let them decide how to block. Okay. If they want to block 2 to the Abbot, then I'll easily stomp the Munitions Expert. Okay. I'll take free value. No problemo. They have a lot of lands. If they did, Snoop would have an increased chance of possibly gaining card advantage, letting him cast something off the top. Alright, let's see what's on the top. Prospector. If they... Okay, what is this? I think this is Ringleader, but let's see. Ooh. That's okay. Let's just Spikefield this right now. So I really want to stomp the Snoop, and this way I still get the Giant out of the deal. Alright, just going to continue trying to make attacks that seem good. Yeah, I'll bolt the expert. And the board clear is kind of important because if they ever draw Kiki-Jiki the Mirror Breaker, if there's no goblins on the battlefield, it doesn't really do much. Plus, also, Munitions Expert is significantly less powerful with no goblins on the battlefield. It's like, pro tip, if you're facing a tribal deck, try to kill all the creatures. Okay. Did not expect them. Okay, so they definitely have Kiki-Jiki, good thing. Their value goblins are off the table. Alright, Script Prospector. I'm going to hold the Lightning Bolt just because if they Kiki if they've got a Ringleader in their hand, that's probably game over for me if they can successfully Kiki a Ringleader. One Ringleader I think we can fight through, but you know, Ringleader and have it be copied, that's brutal. Well, let's go for it. See what they got. Still nothing. I guess they could sack it with Script Prospector. Okay, you can copy a Script Prospector. It's fine. They definitely should have sacrificed it for the ability. Good catch in making a blocker before it died. Bad catch in not sacrificing it to Script Prospector's ability to keep me off of the Giant. That said, maybe they're next leveling me, and maybe they want me to play the Giant and tap out. I don't know what to make of that. Goblin Ringleader is completely brutal. I actually cannot play the Giant. I cannot. What I was worried about was Ringleader at end of turn, and then on their turn, yeah, they draw something. Like, yeah, maybe Kiki-Jiki. See, the opponent's getting flooded. Well, Channeler. I could play the Giant, actually, which is a little bit more mana efficient. I feel like I shouldn't have this Giant, though. I feel like that was the opponent's misplay. I'll just trade with the Abbot. Okay, it's odd. Would have thought the Abbot would be a bit better, but who am I to judge? Another Kiki. Okay. Could have gone for lethal, I think. No, actually, that would have been 5 more damage. 2 triggers plus... Yeah, so okay, it wouldn't have been lethal. Alright, well... Do I kill this now to prevent any type of Kiki-Jiki shenanigans? Nah. Having the trigger on my turn seems pretty good. Wow, what an awful hit. That was telling the opponent a frowning face. Hopefully it doesn't come across as some kind of insult or something. That was freaking atrocious luck. Freaking atrocious. Just gonna play light up the stage. Hard cast. Some more options. Not bad. Alright, well, I'll go after Ringleader. Can do anything for 2, so I think that's GG. Alright, I guess that's a 4-1. That atrocious bad luck for the opponent. Alright, well. Oh wait, sorry. I don't know why. Geez, that took so long. I guess for some reason I thought that was the game. Alright, well, so the strategy here with Goblins is 4 Ratchet Bombs. Sometimes they bring in Chalice of the Void. We have to be prepared for that. We also don't really need the Prowess creatures. Actually, that might be a mistake. Yeah, we definitely bring in the relics. Which is what to bring out. Maybe the Manamorphose. Yeah, probably the Manamorphose makes the most sense. Wonder what we'd take out if we had Lava Dart. Maybe Lava Dart, actually, because it is good against, like, Sling Gang Lieutenant, but otherwise it can be a little lackluster. Well, absolutely no interaction. I don't think I can keep this. You know, you'd think we'd draw plenty of burn spells, but in my experience, it doesn't exactly work that way. It's just because of this matchup, and this is a much better interaction. Yeah, Abbots are a bit clunky. I might be wrong though. We want card advantage, but I think we want clunk a little less. This is one of those rare decks though that if they actually draw decent, and if they know that they should be prioritizing going for Ringleader instead of Sling Gang, some of them approach it like Burn and they go after Sling Gang, which is not correct. But if they're correctly going after Ringleader, this is one of the few decks that can actually outgrind us. So there is definitely merit to going for an efficient 1-mana play in Soulscar as opposed to a clunkier card advantage sequence like Abbott. Alright, well, good to know they've got going Crater Maker. So like I said, actually, believe it or not, I am going to prioritize efficiency over raw card advantage. So I'm actually, knowing that I'm going to lose this, I'm going to play it this way. And the reason being is that I want to maximize the use of my mana. Opponent Skirt Prospect. Oh man, opponent doesn't, unfortunately doesn't know the, doesn't apparently know that if they sacrifice, I don't get the giant. So that feels kind of unfortunate. I don't like it when, I mean, obviously I like winning, but I kind of like winning with a little more of a fair representation of how the matchup goes, but, you know, hey, what can you do? That being said, it's the reason why I made that play is it's kind of unlikely that this giant's going to make that big of a difference anyway, so it might not really be a misplay that matters much. Like last game, for example, we were sufficiently ahead. I don't think having the extra giant made, you know, actually made the difference. Let's see, Stolen Adventure. I need to start hitting more land drops, so I'm gonna Abbot. Either I hit a land or I hit a non-land. Either way, I get closer to a land. All right, what do I reveal? All right, not a land, but again, that does mean I'm that much closer to getting a land. It is one nice thing about Abbot is you can actually use it to dig for land as long as you play it on turn 3. I find it odd that they left Thoughtseize in, but hey. Alright, what now? Ooh, that's a nice one. Goblin Chain Whirler. Wow. Okay. I like this card. I mean, I mean, obviously, I understand it terrorized Standard. I didn't play during that time, but I just mean it's kind of a sweet design. I think I need to kill it, and the reason why I want to kill it is because I'm worried the opponent has a munitions expert, and I don't want my channeler to die, if at all possible. Now this does suck though, because I'm a little more vulnerable to the combo, but since they don't have Aether Vial, the combo is sorcery speed, and they have to wait one full turn. Yeah, you really kind of need Vial in order for the combo to be really that good, because you can't just slam Snoop and then get a Harbinger, because the Snoop won't have haste with the you know, Kiki Jiki has haste, but it only copies the activated abilities, not all abilities. So we'll be able to tap and make copies until the turn after the next. His opponent's going for Ringleader correctly. That's the way they have to approach the matchup. I think I'll channel the Channeler, unless I draw something else. Let's see. On second thought, maybe I will, maybe I'll just get aggro. This is where Red's Tarmogoyf can be pretty good, potentially. Hopefully they try to double block, that'd be sweet. I think Harbinger really matters that much, but it is more damage. Skirk Prospector can definitely be better with that ability, do more explosive things, but... Wait a minute, did I miscalculate? Oh, dang it, I miscalculated. Yeah, I don't know about Channeler. It is good, but it's just kind of a little inconsistent. Just not quite there with all the instants and sorceries we need. There's a ringleader. I am kind of trying to go for an explosive turn next turn if I draw a... Oh no. Oh no, opponent drew stone nothing. Jeez. This opponent has literally the worst luck in the world. I mean, like, it's not salt. If you like, if you say that this is like the most stupid bad luck of all time, it's not even salt at this point. It's just a fact. Jeez. Oh my goodness. Unfortunately, though, still can't really do that much with this board. I probably should have just taken the lightning bolt. None of these targets are particularly appealing, though. And we'll get another redraw with this Sunbay Canyon. And the ringleader would be kind of nice to make up for that atrocious bad luck. Well, there goes my channeler. Nice knowing ya. I'm a little surprised they didn't go for ringleader. I think they should have gone for ringleader. Ringleader, there's a decent chance another munitions expert would have came out of the ringleader. Yeah, I'll block. There's just a lot of value to be had with keeping the amount of goblins low. Throw enough goblins at any problem, and it'll go away. Or as they say, at the very least, there'll be fewer goblins. I guess the flavor text for a goblin. Pile driver. Alrighty, so it looks like this giant will come in handy. Little things, you know, the opponent really... So let's hazard. Actually, I think we want to hazard the matron. And the reason being it's slightly worse if they Kiki-Jiki that. Finally, the channeler is a 4/4. This is where the opponent really should have sacrificed the Snoop to the Prospector's ability, because actually, as it turns out, this 4/4 giant easily could make the difference here. But it's also the opponent not going for ringleader, though. Make no mistake. Opponent might have been able to win this. Frankly, I think the opponent should have been able to win this. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Dang it, can't flashback firebolt. Just gonna go aggro. Prospector makes more sense. But no. Might as well play that out. Maybe the opponent was like, I don't want a ringleader, reveal 4 lands again, or 3 lands in one interval. I can't remember exactly what it was, but like, I don't want to do that again. But the opponent's drawing them off the top though now instead of you know, through ringleader, instead of having them go to the bottom. I like Chieftain, believe it or not. I endorse Chieftain for president. I'm just kidding. But I don't think it's going to be good enough here. But they can combine blocks on the Channeler. So there is that. They have to block both, though, because I can flashback Firebolt for lethal if they let one through. Alrighty. That was a surprisingly laggy game, but yeah. Alright, well, the 4-1. For some reason, opponent was not exactly playing Goblins the best, but, you know, still good games. Most insanely bad luck ever. Alright, opponent's just like, screw this. Alright, cool. Alrighty. 4-1, not bad.